Hi, Matt with etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Benton LittleShift Bike Rack on the back of our 2018 Acura MDX. Now this can be a great option if you're going on your solo rides, but you want to get a rack that's going to be affordable but does a good job at holding your bikes into place and carry a variety of different types. Now we're really just going to be focusing on how this rack's interacting with our vehicle today. So let's start with the bike. So let's say you're on a really bumpy road and this is moving around some. We still have plenty of space where this is not going to make contact. Now, we won't be able to get hatch access, so the only way to do that is by removing the bike. Part of the reason why it's not going to tow is because we have a pretty heavy weight capacity, and that's going to be 80 pounds per bike. So you can accommodate your heavy e-bikes. Now to take this off, all I have to do is come down here, press this button, and it's going to release our strap. You're going to do that on both sides. Now I say we get two of these. And then when I come up to the hook at the very top here, making contact with our tire, that's nice because we can put our carbon frame bikes or alternative frame bikes on here without any issue. Now let's say you don't want to mount this to your tire for a couple reasons. Maybe you want a better hold, or you have any fenders. What you could do instead is shift this over and have it make frame contact instead. I like that this hook comes off all the way because it just kind of gets out of my way. Set that down, and now I can take it off and go for a ride. Now, you'll notice that rear cradle where my bike was, that actually has the ability to pivot. So with that pivoting, that's going to give us a wider range of wheelbases that we can put on here. Now, I can put that back into place. And what's nice about this rack is that it's going to be fairly close to our bike. Let me flip that around. Or our rack's going to be fairly close to our vehicle. There it is. Now I'll usually put it like this so it doesn't bounce up as I'm driving around. And we can put these straps back into place. But yeah, with this being a more compact rack, we don't really have to worry about taking up too much space in our garage. Just be a little bit mindful when you are backing up there. Anywhere like a parking spot or a garage, because that's still going to be a little bit of room. And it is going to be close to the ground, so what I'd recommend doing is if you are going up a steep incline, just keeping an eye on it to make sure you're not going to make ground contact. Anywhere like a driveway or a hill. And it's really not going to interact with the back of our vehicle because we're not going to be blocking our license plate, taillights, back window, or backup camera. And the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank that goes into our 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll have an anti-rattle bolt that goes through and connects to a nut and a clip on the other side. That gives us a really good hold in here, preventing any rattling as you're driving around. Now, in my opinion, I think this is going to be a solid option when it comes to single bike racks. Probably for me, this is going to be one of the top options, especially if you have anything on top of your roof. You can step on this point here and access anything up there. Of course, if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at etrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.